It's curiously quiet on the 200-acre Gordonstoun campus, nestled in Scotland's northerly Moray coast. Many of the school's 600 students are knuckling down to study for their upcoming exams, GCSEs, AS and A-levels.
At the moment we're on study leave for 4 weeks. We have the whole month to study and do our exams, and then our lessons start again.
Catch a bit of sleep if you can, and revise and sleep, and yeah.
Geography.
French, history and Latin.
Everyone's a bit stressed. I mean, everyone's going through the same thing.
Possibly a bit of cabin fever going on.
With the nearest town over 6 miles away, there's very little chance of distraction for those on study leave. But Gordonstoun isn't just about exam results. Alongside the academic studies, students are obliged to take part in a series of challenging activities. Which is exactly what these 15-year-olds in Year 10 are about to do. They're setting off for a 6-day sailing exercise on the school's own 80-foot yacht, Ocean Spirit. This trip is not just for fun. They'll be tested every bit as much as informal lessons.
Ocean Spirit is a school in itself because the lessons learned there are so strong. Learning about resilience, or to be resilient, learning how to deal with risk, learning perseverance, learning patience. There are any number of life skills which you pack into a short space of time.
Gordonstoun was founded in the 30s by Kurt Hahn, who thought teenagers were equipped with an innate moral sense that could be corrupted by society. He believed by setting challenges of personal leadership, this could be prevented, and that the terrain and waters of this part of Scotland were an ideal classroom.
It smells like sea, and we're just putting the food onto like a little boat now. I think it's going to go out to the bigger boat.
Oh, it's cold. We should probably help.
Yeah, I think so.
They're setting off from Plockton, 100 miles away on the west coast, to join Ocean Spirit. Year 10's 6-day voyage is designed to test their resilience, pushing them to work as a team in close quarters and under increasing pressure.
I didn't realise how close everyone would be. Like, it's really, really very close.
There are 21 berths on board for 4 adult crew and 16 students.
This is my Natasha, Sam and James's little bunk.
Welcome to my crib.
Okay, right.
In charge of the boat is skipper Ian Lerner.
Welcome on board Ocean Spirit. On board the boat this week, we are it. We don't have any cooks, we don't have any cleaners, so whatever challenges we have ahead, we've got to be able to face those ourselves. There may be times this week when things are going to be quite tough. The weather is looking quite mixed and we're going to have some strong winds at some point.
Safety is paramount, as first mate Chris Thorpe makes crystal clear.
The ship beneath your feet is not a toy. Sailing this week is not a game. So we're going to talk about the 4 Fs. Fire, flood, falling off and fooling about. Or not fooling about, as the case may be. All right? If you see a fire, you shout fire. All right? And you ring the bell. Okay? So that is the only time this week that somebody will play with that bell.
There's no crew to do the heavy work, so it's the students who hoist the main brace and set sail.
Come on, one final pull. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. That's it, good. You see, you said you couldn't do it, you've done it, well done.
The forecast for today is southwesterly winds, and then the wind is going to get quite strong, we think. So what we're going to do is head up to Loch Gairloch, where we'll have a nice shelter.
Right, Matty's going to take over now. Right,
15-year-old Matty is first to take the helm.
Captain Matthew here.
Steady as she goes, Captain.
She's steady. I am having a lot of fun driving the boat. Everyone's life depends on me. I could take them anywhere I want. We could go to France if I wanted to. I think it's that way, isn't it?
No, it's south.
South, America.
It all seems like plain sailing. Then the sound no one expects to hear.
There's smoke down on our cabin.
Smoke is coming from down below.
Okay, that makes me kind of scared, I'm not going to lie.
What's making you scared?
It's smoking. Can you not smell it?
I can.
Yeah, we're just investigating. You found it?
No. Go to the front for me.
Go as quick as we can.
Just a few miles out and with a potential fire smouldering below deck, Year 10's 6-day sail is in jeopardy.
I don't like this. We don't know, that's the worrying thing. There's something on fire on the boat, we don't know what it is. Smoke's out coming from the middle. So we just kind of stopped and anchored to see what's causing it.
That's 40.
It's quite scary.
I think it might be that pump.
I think we found it.
Yeah.
I think we found it, Chris. Okay, yeah, it's that. Okay, so what's happened? It's just an additional pump that we used, and it was left on, and it's burnt itself out. So it's a very simple thing that's caused a slightly dramatic problem. We'll check there's no other damage, and we'll carry on.
This experience is designed to test students' resilience emotionally as well as physically. Working as a team, they're expected to run all aspects of the ship. First up, they each learn how to take the helm.
You're quite experienced in steering 80-foot boats, aren't you? No? Have you ever done it before?
No.
Okay, right, I'm going to make it really easy. Can you see that thing that looks like a volcano?
Yes.
Right, we're steering for that.
Okay, I can do that. Feels so powerful.
With fees at Gordonstoun of £33,000 a year, Ocean Spirit, the school's own 80-foot yacht, is part of the package. And experiences like this are one reason why parents send their children to the school.
Okay, they're ready.
Yeah. I enjoyed steering. That was good. Really good fun. Not sure how good I think I got better at it.
Having safely sailed 85 nautical miles to arrive at Gerloch, it's time to drop anchor for the night. And for the brave ones, there's a moment for a chilly dip in the loch.
Freezing cold. Oh, but it was so much fun. I'm boiling.
Oh, look, I've gone blue.
In the shelter of the bay, tonight will be calm. But in the North Sea, the weather can turn in an instant. And tomorrow, conditions are looking rough. There are not many 15-year-olds in Britain who go to school with its own yacht. At Gordonstoun, they don't see that as a privilege, but as the centrepiece of the school's ethos.
The spirit of Gordonstoun is plus être en vue, which is there's more in you, and everyone kind of just tries to stick by that.
Just dig deep down inside yourself.
Trying new things.
To get involved with everything.
Learning to look at challenges as adventures. Plus être en vue. I don't know anything else.
One student living by that motto is 16-year-old Shalise. Originally from Brooklyn in New York, she was at a state school in Hackney until last September. When she won a scholarship to come to Gordonstoun, she left her family and friends in inner-city London and entered a very different environment in the north of Scotland.
Well, my first year at Gordonstoun, I got to meet some amazing people, do some amazing things that I never saw myself doing. I've experienced so many first times in Gordonstoun, a lot, first time. Yep.
Hey, Shalise, are you ready?
Yes.
Excited?
Very.
Nervous?
Not really.
Oh, of course you're not. You're never nervous. Come on, let's go.
Now, Shalise has set herself a new first to achieve, the challenge of a sponsored swim.
I talked to one of the girls in my house and she said she's done a sponsored swim.
But there's one problem.
So I was like, okay, that would be a good idea, but I don't know how to swim. I'm not going to put my head under the water, am I?
You will be in a bit.
As a small child, Shalise was traumatized after being thrown into a swimming pool.
It was when I was 7 years old. We had to jump off the deep end, and I refused to jump off. I was too scared. I was crying, and I guess the guy just got fed up with me and picked me up and threw me straight into the pool. In the deep end, I was terrified.
Shalise was so terrified she hasn't been able to go into the water since. Now she wants to conquer that fear and raise money to go on a school-led aid project to help orphans in Romania. Helping her is housemistress Amy Chapman.
That was good.
Being in the deep end and not being able to touch the ground was my most fear. I feel like I'm gonna drown.
Yeah, but lovely long legs.
Because I'm not used to kicking my legs, and I'm not used to breathing underwater. Sometimes I used to accidentally breathe in underwater, and I used to come up just coughing so much.
Shalisa's challenge is in just 3 weeks.
Okay, right, so arms out in front of you. Okay, head down. Like that.
If her sponsored swim is to be successful, she must swim an entire length of the pool for the first time, unaided.
Head down, and then kicking and arms.
And in front of her school friends and teachers.
This sponsored swim is gonna be even harder with everyone watching me. But I'll keep practicing and keep trying until I reach my goal.
For the lower years who aren't focused on GCSEs or A-levels, the school day begins as usual at 8 a.m. with breakfast in the refectory. And then chapel, before 5 hours of classes, activities, and then 2 hours of prep in the evening. But for one group of Year 10s, the 15-year-olds on Gordonstoun's own yacht, Ocean Spirit,
Good morning, good morning.
the day starts very differently.
So, is it cold?
Yes.
Just after 7. So yeah, quite early to be doing this.
First chore of the day, swabbing the deck.
Refreshing. Look up to. It's like a morning run. But we don't do those anymore. Just for the record. That's a myth.
Love the smell of brass in the morning. It smells quite nice, actually.
Yeah, it does. But there's still lots to do, lots of sailing to do today.
The only crew on board are the Year 10s, and it's up to them to deal with whatever lies ahead, including some disturbing news about the weather.
We don't often get Storm 10 on a summer forecast, okay, so I think the next 24 hours we're going to find to be a little bit challenging, and I'm going to need your help with that.
As strong winds and rough seas are expected, there is some important equipment to know about.
That's a bucket, that's our famous orange buckets. Okay, guys.
For nearly all the students, it'll be the first time they've encountered such stormy conditions at sea.
We'll get in there.
I've never been in a storm force 10, so that's quite scary. I think we're all prepared for the worst.
I'm worried about I'm going to be sick. I think just
Time to get underway before the weather closes in. Three hours after setting sail, the wind whips up into a storm. Izzy is just one of the crew feeling worse for wear.
feeling quite ill. Yeah, I was sick this morning, and since then I've just been feeling really rubbish.
You bring your foot in.
So apparently being up on deck helps. But now I'm really cold.
Increasing severe gale force 9 imminent. Storm force 10. Backing northwesterly imminent.
Facing gales of over 55 miles per hour, the students are expected to step up and face the challenges head on.
I never enjoy seeing people be seasick or frightened or worried about the conditions, but actually we still have to recognise our limits.
Okay, folks, get come on, boys, on the forward now.
Guys, there's no one on the run and we can't tackle.
A bit cold, a bit wet, a little bit miserable. But it's done now, so we don't have to worry about that.
A few hours later, and conditions have calmed down enough to bring some unexpected visitors to the boat.
These guys are quite spectacular, they're still with us. It's unusual to have such a large number for so long, so we're pretty lucky today actually. Makes up for some of the horrible weather we've been having.
This has been a very special moment, I think.
This has made the trip, I think, easily.
At Gordonstoun, pupils sit between 3 and 5 A-levels each. The exams have started, and for the 3 upper years, these next few weeks will determine their future.
You walk into a room, you write down what you know, you don't write down what you don't know, you leave.
The whole kind of concept of these being my final school exams is actually reasonably terrifying, as they do decide what I do later on in life.
They know now that this is it, this is the final straight, that they've got to get it right. And nobody else can do it for them.
You have 1 hour. You may start.
You think, oh, I got one exam done, but then there's another one on the day after, so it's quite stressful.
Kind of nervous, kind of stressed, but hopefully I'll get through it.
The pressures of the exams do build, and they really want to do well, and they want to do right by their teachers, by their parents, and for themselves.
If I wasn't nervous, there would be something wrong.
Shalise is sitting 3 AS levels in history, business and English lit, and hopes to go to university to study history. Alongside that, she's determined to overcome her fear of water and complete a sponsored swim for the first time. But first, before she takes a stroke, there's chapel.
You'll be fine, don't worry.
And a last-minute chance for her to muster up more sponsorship so she can join the international aid project in Romania.
Good morning. I came to Gordonstoun in September unable to swim. Coming to Gordonstoun, I realized just how important the ability to swim was, from sailing to kayaking and my chosen project to Romania. I'm going to complete a sponsored swim to raise money for Romania.
Shalise is aiming to overcome her childhood fear of water and complete a full 22-metre length of the school pool for the very first time. Her windmill pals are gathering to spur her on.
Now that it's getting closer to the time, I'm getting more nervous now. Yeah.
It won't take actually that long. It might feel like a long time in your head, but the achievement that you have made here is amazing.
Having an audience, though, increases the pressure.
I don't think I can do it then.
Shalise, look at me, okay? I think you can do it then, okay? I think your body can do it then. It's that says, I can't do it.
I think it's just worrying too much about the breathing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's the pressure of everybody being here, which is quite hard. And she's usually so confident about everything. And now this is something where actually she's really scared.
At last, gathering her confidence, Shalise decides to give it a go.
Shalise is going to really attempt to go for the full length. I think she can do it. She thinks she can do it. Okay? Good, good. Well done, Shalise. Fantastic. Keep going, keep going. Keep going, Shalise. That's awesome. You're nearly there. Keep going, keep going. Well done, Shalise. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You're nearly there. Keep going, keep going. Absolutely amazing.
It's the first time that I've ever done a length unaided. Two months ago, I would never see myself swimming that far. Never. Thank you. Never.
I'm really proud of you. Really proud. Well done.
Shalisa's determination has paid off, and she's well on the way towards her target of £1,500 for a volunteer trip to Romania.
I feel very proud about the whole process. I had no idea that I would ever do anything like this. When we're in Romania, there's a day we take the kids out and we go swimming in Sibiu. So that should be fun. And I can swim with them now because I know how to swim.
Having faced fires, force 9 gales and everything the open seas could throw at them, it's Year 10's last day sailing. They're not just crewing it, but will be in charge of every aspect of the final voyage, steering and navigating their route home.
Well, the aim of today is to get the boat back to Plockton for the end of the voyage, but we are hoping that the students can do most of the sailing for themselves. OK, so what's your plan then, Matty? Where are all the rocks? Right, has anybody actually checked the chart to see where it's safe for us to go?
What, that thing on
The chart?
Ready?
We're not ready. No.
No, not yet. I'm about to steer the ship out of the harbour. It's quite exciting, but I'm really nervous because, like, if one thing goes wrong, I could potentially crash the whole boat. Yeah, we're ready up here. Your captain is ready.
Sailing an 80-foot yacht is something many adults would have difficulty with. So for the 15-year-olds in Year 10 to navigate with no supervision is a real challenge.
1, 2, 3, go. We have done it. Yeah.
See the rocks?
Yeah.
Don't hit them.
I'll try not.
And they're doing well so far. They're organising themselves. They're giving each other instructions. So, you know, we have little input to do. The culmination of all our efforts coming together.
It's been a good experience, and definitely I'll remember it for a long, long time.
I'm so exhausted right now, and I feel ill, but I can deal with it.
I'm looking forward to my hands being dry.
Yes.
And not salty.
And not salty. And not cold, because they're constantly wet and you can't dry them, because as soon as you dry them, they get wet again. Funnily enough, they're dry right now. So I can't offer you a picture of my hands, and don't ask me to get them wet.
Obvious difficulties of the weather don't seem to have really dampened spirits at all. People have had ups and they've had downs, but they've kept going, and I'm really pleased about that.
I can see the pontoon.
6 days and 260 nautical miles later, the student crew of Ocean Spirit arrived back in Plockton.
A bit sad, actually. I like that boat.
That plastic bag,
But
yeah, no,
I'm
it's
looking
a
forward
plastic
to,
bag with,
like,
underneath life
being
jacket,
clean.
plastic-
For the upper 6th, the last few weeks of summer term are an emotional time. This has been their home for 5 years, and they've spent more of it here than with their families.
Gordonstoun's coming to an end now. I'm pretty nervous about leaving. I have no clue what I'm doing for the next sort of 60 years.
Along with the pressure of A-level exams, the students take part in a number of ceremonies to mark the end of their school careers.
I'm ringing the bell for telling people to get ready. Yeah.
Get ready!
Thanks, Scotty.
These boarding house rituals are a rite of passage for Gordonstoun leavers. At the boys' boarding house, Round Square, they're preparing for Leavers Chapel.
Not ready yet.
A special service for the upper sixth form.
Nice, digs. Thank you. I look good, I think. That's what they're saying.
Round Square Leavers service. For these boys. Be emotional, but we're good. I won't cry. I'm not crying.
It represents the handing over of the house and how us year 13s are moving on and the year 12s are coming up to take the reins, as it were.
This evening is our Leavers service. The boys are quite excited. I think there's a fair amount of emotion running, and the boys will try and hide it, particularly the upper sixth. But it is the beginning of the end for them now.
Looking fresh. All good.
Guys, where was the heavy
It's a somber occasion. It's something we're quite proud of as a house because of the tradition of it. It's a little bit scary because it's kind of the first moment when it hits you that term that you're actually leaving.
Leavers Chapel takes place in the weeks before the end of summer term and marks a moment ritually when the Round Square family say goodbye to some of its fellows.
Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome to the Round Square Leavers service.
It's an opportunity for the Leavers to pass on advice to the younger boys.
There's time for work and there's time for play, and often it's very tempting to make more time for one than the other. So work while you can, think in the long term, and you'll do well.
It's about maintaining that sense of the house family in a way. Just, you know, when you leave something behind, a little word of wisdom.
Another tradition symbolises the Leavers passing their place in the house hierarchy to the next generation.
And every year 13 has a stone and they give it to a member of year 12 who they feel that they're going to do well and sort of look after the house. So it's sort of a symbolic way of saying to the next year, it's your turn.
Disturb us, Lord, when we're too pleased with ourselves, when our dreams have come true because we have dreamed too little, when we have arrived safely because we've sailed too close to the shore.
You kind of like realise that it's all coming to an end and you want to make the absolute most of it. I remember watching it in year 9 and I was thinking, it's like, I'll never be me, I'll never last that long. And yeah, it was me.
As the service ends, the older boys bid farewell and emotions swell.
The release of emotions in chapel, it was quite weird because like boys tend to be a bit more upright and like hide their emotions a bit. It kind of just shows how much the house means to us, really.
Thank you, Duncan, for making me laugh. That's what you want.
When you're saying goodbyes to boys you've been with for sort of 5 years, it is quite heavy.
It's really hit home now that they're leaving school and they're moving on to the next phase of their lives. I think we've done a good enough job. I think they're ready. I think they're ready to go.
It's sad, but then again, you're moving on. I'm ready to move on now.
Seems like yesterday that we were attending our first windmill tea party leaver thing.
While the boys' houses have their traditions for those leaving in year 13, Windmill Lodge do it very differently.
Are we ready?
Are we looking forward to the tea party? Yeah. I've never been to one before. It sounds really cool. Yeah. And we are going as Gobstoppers. Gobstoppers.
At Windmill Lodge, housemistress Amy Chapman hosts a tea party for her leavers. This year, it's themed around Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Each house does something different to say goodbye to their year 13s, but it's always been a Windmill tradition that we have a tea party. And I think it's really sweet. It's quite Windmill in a way.
And we've never been to one before, so this is our first time, so it's quite exciting. I want to see what happens. Sorry!
Tash is the red M&M, and I'm the yellow M&M.
I'm that M&M that's banned because it makes children too high.
What? We're Augustus Gleep.
The Year 13 girls make their entrance.
What we will start with, I think, I hope the Year 11s are ready. Will the Year 11s like to come to the front?
During the party, the Year 13 girls who are about to leave read out tributes written for them by girls from the other years.
For being most likely to take over the world before she can legally buy a pint.
Being most likely to marry her high school sweetheart.
Most likely to win the Global Peace Prize.
Noble! In Windmill, I like how it's the last time that we're all together and everyone can address each other if they want.
OK, ladies, it's quite hard to say goodbye, especially when you've been such a wonderful year group. And I really couldn't have asked for any more of a group of girls. These girls, they've lived together 24/7. They've not just come in and out of each other's lives. We're one big family, and to say goodbye is very emotional.
The leavers then have the opportunity to take to the floor themselves.
That people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them. But I know I'm who I am today because I knew you.
That was kind of when the whole leaving thing hit and Lauren started crying, Mrs. Mortman started crying, got really emotional, and it was quite sad, quite scary.
Who can say if I've been changed for the better? Because I knew you. Because I knew you. Because I knew you. I have been changed for good. Come here.
I was trying to give something back to the people that have meant so much to you over the years. It was definitely really, really hard, but I'm really glad that we did it.
No Windmill Year 13 students were hurt in the making of this diary cam. Right, take 3.
4 long weeks of exams are almost over. The 16 to 18-year-old Gordonstoun students have notched up 5,000 papers in 33 different subjects. For many, especially those who have sat their final exams, it's a relief.
After every exam, I feel pretty good. I'm like, yes, got another one out of the way, so can't wait.
The future for many is decided by just a dozen hours of academic effort in the exam hall, with possible places beckoning at university and art school.
It was quite hard, right? It was hard. Like, I knew most of the answers, but it was still quite difficult.
That was the last one, so no more exams.
The last of 10 exams, they're finally over.
I've lost count how many exams I've had.
For For Year 13, this is the beginning of a new chapter away from their boarding school family, and they're all aiming in very different directions.
I'm going to Aberdeen University to study law, hopefully, and then we'll see what happens from there.
For a while, I was obsessed with being an international tea taster.
I see myself in 10 years' time as being a Royal Marine officer.
To mark their departure, this most independent of schools lays on a day of formal celebrations.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Gordonstoun Inter-House Athletics.
Parents travel hundreds of miles and from over 40 different countries for a rare chance to join their children in the final formalities of their boarding school education.
One of the most enjoyable aspects of Open Day is it gives parents who live a fair distance from Gordonstoun the opportunity to kind of see what their sons and daughters have been involved in, and for their sons and daughters to show off and to say, look, Mum and Dad, this is what I've done.
It costs over £150,000 to send a child to Gordonstoun for 5 years. So Open Day is the end of an era for the parents as well as their children.
It's the moments where you get your proud dad hat on.
This is a very, very busy time of the year. Parents' Day and also, you know, leavers going for good. That's quite a big event.
Hugo, well done. Great team leadership. There you go.
With cups and medals awarded,
Well deserved.
it's time for the Year 13 leavers to get ready for their afternoon and evening of black tie celebrations.
I don't know how I'm gonna last the entire night because this goes on forever. It's like, it's in-house at 4:30 a.m. So it's a really long night.
Sporting is, I was my dad's family thing, and I don't know, just kind of badger. It's quite cool.
How many am I doing? Guys, who wants champagne? This is the last chance that we have to all get ready together. Oh my God, yeah, it is.
The girls have drafted in some of their mums to help.
Doing the ironing is my mum.
We've really appreciated the fact that there's such a mix of people here, that there isn't a particular norm. You know, no school's perfect, but it's worked well for us.
The two boarding houses, Windmill Lodge and Round Square, host drinks parties for leavers and their parents before the big ball.
These are my parents, this is my mum, and this is my dad.
We had to do a lot of soul searching about whether or not we could afford for her to come here. She won a scholarship and she hasn't looked back. I mean, she's loved the place and we have loved the place.
And so, mums and dads, I just want to thank you very much for all the support you've given me in raising them. I think tonight they look like fine young gentlemen. They can scrub up fairly well. It's nice to see some shaved.
Well, these are my parents.
This is lovely. It's nice to be with the other parents and just see how it all works. It's great. They're interested in promoting young people and not just academic ability. So we wanted a blend of both, and I think we got it here. Oh,
So proud.
so proud. Absolutely.
The changeable Scottish weather doesn't let them down.
Dad, would you be able to nip into the car and get the umbrella?
As they all head off for dinner, speeches and entertainment.
I don't really know where we're going.
I think it's going to be really hard to celebrate everything that's happened because it's been absolutely massive. We're starting to feel a bit emotional already, as you can tell.
The Leavers Ball is special in lots of ways. It's exciting because you know that they're ready for the big wide world and you've helped prepare them. And so that's quite special.
I'd be surprised if you came here and didn't change, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you were very lucky.
Because you're put through so many different challenges that you wouldn't normally be put through, and challenges change people.
I think I can look back and say that was a successful year for Round Square and the 60 boys that call it home.
We've been put back in the same place we were in Year 9. We are, again, nervous and anxious of the road that lies ahead. The only difference this time being, we are now young men and young women, opposed to being young boys and young gals. Thank you very much.
to the Gordonstoun Year 13. Cheers! Slange!
Whatever I do end up doing, I will always be kind of motivated to be the best that I can be.
Maybe university, not quite sure. I'd literally just go with the flow and just see what happens.
Give me a hug, Hugo!
With the formalities over, it's time for the students to let their hair down in true Gordonstoun style.
Everyone else has left campus, so it's just Year 13s. And yeah, we did a couple of reels and then just go nuts, pretty much.
I'm saying goodbye to people already, and it is really hard to say goodbye. It's going to be really, really strange to know that they're not going to be there in the same way that they have been for the past 5 years. It's a strange thought to think that I will never come back here once I leave. But, you know that it's not goodbye forever.